Welcome back guys. So solving another linked list series question is one of the famous question I haven't been solved. Yeah, adding two numbers in a linked list. You have things of adding two numbers, less like adding two numbers. It's very easy. No, it's a linked list, so it's an easy, but not that easy. You can think this number two in linked list. Also add two numbers. That's a coincidence. Okay. So now you are given two non-empty linked lists. There's any two non-negative. There is no negative numbers in the list. There is a stone reverse O, and the list you have given it's already in a reverse orders. Okay, each of the node contains single digit. Each of that is not in double digit number. It's each of the node is a single digit number. You have to add the two linked list and return the sum. Their sum as a new linked list. Yeah, you may assume the two number do not contain zero except the number zero itself. Okay, two number do not contain any except the number zero itself. Okay, leading zero is not there. Okay, so what's its state? What's the things? Okay, just remove it. You have given two linked lists like this: 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 5. Okay, this linked list 1, this is linked list 2, and both the links in reverse order. First, let's think of if the linked list is not in reverse order. Okay, it's not in reverse order. Just my is a linked list, and you have to return the things. But let before it thinking of list, just think of a number. Okay, there is a number 12 and number 34. How you add that number? You always add starting from the last because why? Because if you add the number, if there is a reminder, you add in the previous numbers. So that's why you add it from the last. Okay. Similarly, you have to add the number from the last in the linked list to 05. But you do not have that. You don't in a single instance you don't have to point to the previous pointer. You always have the point to the next pointer. So how you add from the last? So before adding, you must have to reverse it. Okay, both the number have to reverse it. That's why if the number is not given and in the question we have given that the numbers are in reverse order, that's the one thing already question has given us. If it's not there, so always thinks you have to reverse the number before adding, because you always add the number from the last, and if the linked list you do not have the pointers to the previous point, you always from the starting from the pointer. So that's why you always add from the start at the linked list, because you do not have the point, so you start from this data. But for adding you have always last, so you if there is no reverse you have to reverse first. But it's good that already we have given the reverse number, so one thing already given, yes, it not need to reverse. So now that's already the now thing both are the reverse number. Now think it's the both are. So how you add 4 5 4 5, it's just 9. Okay, so no reminder. 3 6 is just another 9, no reminder. Just make a add in the linked list. 2 7, another 9. This is simply okay. But if like things of this is like 5 plus 5, what is 10? But you cannot turn. You always what you do, my store, you just the remainder divided by 10. You always store the number when you remainder divided by 10, because you store a single digit. Okay, so it's always 0 remainder, so you store 0. And carries, what is the carry? It's a dividend. Always the dividend comes, quotient is always come with a quotient. You come by dividing with this 10 is your carry, so your carry is now added to the next numbers. Okay, that's how you add the number. That is how you add the number. Okay, this is how you add the number. So for adding a linked list, you the reverse is always done, so you always start from the first, like, and you must first check, add make a variable sum, add first value, that you always now take a remainder value, which by divided by sum by 10. Always you do this first step after adding. You always do in the remainder, this remainder you have to add in the linked list. You already make a linked list, add this remainder and make a carry, because this carry will should be added to the next values. So carry is always, what is a carry is always in a number, it's always sum by 10. And yes, and you have added the linked list and linked list next to the linked list. That's how you have to solve this question. Now coming to the question, so we have to just again reverse. No, we do not have to reverse again, just return the reverse number, adding reverse number, add to reverse. If they ask that after you have given a reverse number and you have to now just keep the correct order, you have done after adding, you just have to reverse, you know how to reverse. But this is nothing that they have already said, you have given the reverse number order, you just add and return the sum. So we think so. How we approach? First we have to make a dummy node. Why? Because we have to make a node now starting where we add the values, where we store the values. We already store the value in the dummy nodes, in the nodes. So we have to make our dummy node which always, because we when we add the node we always point to the next. So we have some dummy node, we store the initial value. Okay, this is why it's important to make a dummy, because from the dummy next we start the values. Okay, so just make a dummy. How you make? Just use the new keyword and simply, that's how you make a linked list. And this we have used, because we have always used dummy for storing, so we have to use a temporary variable where we actually perform the operation, because when we will head we do not directly perform the head, because it means we have to return the head. So we have someone which we have to perform the operation. So temp is that, and store dummy here, and we need carry. I already said we need the carry because it's always in the condition. Sum is inside of, so while loop, for while loop is good for that. So there is a linked list L1 where L1 not equals to null. What is the condition? L1 equals to N null. There means because L1 is like small or L2 is so, or not N, or because L1 may be N but L2 is there, so we have to L2 only. L2 not equals to null, or this is also L2 small, maybe anything is. Also there is a case of both of them, but there is a carry left over, so you have to think if there is carry. Okay, both of the condition true, 3 condition true, any of the condition true, it's we have to just add in sum we have to make. Okay, now first check of the linked list one, L1 not equals to null, just add in sum plus equals to what is L1 value, that's how, and just increment the L1 pointer, that's how. Similarly you have to do for L2, just name it's L2 is here, L2 is here, and this to L2. Now we have add the two linked list initial node. Now carry we have to check. Initially it's carry 0, but yeah, for the operation you have always add in the next node the carry if there is any carry. Now carry, what is the next carry for this? Is always, I always say sum divided by 10 is your carry portion. And what is we have to add? We always have to make a node. We have to create a node. Now we have to already create a node and we store that value in that connect to the temp. Okay, because it's outside, it's inside, we have to make a node every time we created a new node. Whenever we new value we have to create a new node. So yeah, just do it. Okay, new node, we name it new node, and we know how to make it now. It's easy, and we have to pass the value. So how was the value of the node? Sum modulus 10, let's say the remainder is the value, and the when divided by 10 it's carry for the next. Okay, this is the node you create, but you have to link. Where to link? You make temp pointer to temp connect. You point to the new node. Okay, and now just increment temp to the next pointer. This is how you add this. You have add all condition. Now what you have to return, because temp you have dummy node, but actual node is starting from temp next, actually the dummy next. Okay, just return dummy next. Okay, just run it. just submit it. So it's submitted. Oh, finally have solved this question. Yes, in 5 years revise this question because it's one of the important thing. I think it's one of the good question. Even we know it's pretty easy. You have already given a reverse number, so it's pretty easy. Start, just add. You know, every time you just before thinking of the linked list, just think of a normal number. How you add the same logic applied to the list, but you have to think of the pointers here. In the linked list, every time just the logic is same. You have done something in else, yeah, like in array or the numbers, everything, but you have think of the pointer, take care of the pointers. That's why like L1 L2 is just a number, we are checking not decimal. When or there is carry, until there is carry we have to add a number, we have to make a dummy list because we have to point something, and we have to store the initial value now because we make new node and add to the pointer to the temp. So we need and makes the, and the conclusive, what you think of time close, it's just if the like any of the things, the value highest length of that any linked list is the time complexity is in this case. That's things how we solve this question. And maybe the question is also like similarly like we have given a link list and given a number. So what you done, you have if we given a linked list, first reverse it, then add it, and the similar logic of that is carry when things same goes on. That's a pretty easy, and you have to done this. Thank you guys for watching this, and bye bye.